There's the stern section as she is at the moment. Hello, this is Jake. Welcome to another episode of building the 1/1200th Titanic diorama wreck. I'm using this R.M.S Titanic Revel kit 05804, and you can buy one of them on Amazon or from most model shops will stock them. So if you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe, and let's jump into this episode. So in this episode we are focusing on the stern. In episode 3 we done the bow, which you see right there, and now we got to do the stern. I've never done a Wreck of Titanic stern before, so this is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Here's our stern piece. Now we got to trim it down and, you know, detail it up and everything, and yeah, this is actually going to be a fun one. So I will have to mount some plastic again, so we got my lighter just in case. We're gonna have to shorten it quite a bit, which we'll have a look at in a second. We got to fit some parts, and also I got to make some decks, because on the one side of the Titanic stern it's all exposed and you can see the different layers, and then on the other side it's all flat and smashed up, and you know, it's a mess. The stern is a complete mess. So that's what we're dealing with. The stern is a complete mess. So I'm going to put 2 photos up now of the actual stern, so you can see what I'm going to try and recreate. So there you go, that's what the stern looks like. That's what I'm trying to recreate with the stern today in episode 4. So yeah, let's jump into this episode and let's get started just trying to make the Titanic stern look like it does today. So here we have our stern right here. Now first thing we got to do is cut this one down, bring the snips in. There we go. One thing I'm going to have to do, like I said, because this side is all exposed, you can see the different decks and everything. So that's got to be my first job, trying to do that. Also the stern has a bend in it, just like the bow section, right about here. So we're going to be trying to recreate that as well. But first of all, let's cut it to size. I'm going to cut it a little bit longer than we need, just because actually I want to try and save some of that, so I can use these bits later on. So that's good. So there we go. So what I've decided to do, we're going to cut this entire piece out, build the decks up, and then this is going to be shaped on the ocean floor. We'll work with that after. So let's just, there we go. And then we need to try and that is basically what we're left with the stern. It doesn't look very good at the moment. I am going to remove this one because we are not going to need it. It's flying off like that. So yeah, that's what we're left with. It doesn't look very good at the moment, but of course, like I said, we will be shaping it and putting decks in. I do have to bend it just a bit. There we go. Actually looks quite good. Just a little bit of a bend. So now we got to build the decks to go inside. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have just put the props on. They're a little bit bent because obviously we mounted it. Mostly going to be hidden under the seabed, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so I did just do a teeny weeny bit of work off camera. First of all, I did cut a little bit too much off the side, so I replaced that. We'll weather that up, that shouldn't be a problem. I've also just added this top piece here, focus, damn you. There we go. So I'm gonna have a go at building the decks that are on display. So let me move that to one side. To do that, I'm gonna be using a sheet of plastic card. This stuff is absolutely great and I do enjoy using it. To use as a template, we're going to use this piece that was cut off that we'll probably use somewhere. And what we'll do, we'll just, you know, put it down and then cut the plaster card a plastic card to size with a scissors. There we go. We're only cleaning up a bit, but the same size. There you go. Bang on. So that will simply go in our stern like so. There you go. Give you an idea. And then if I half this now, which we gotta do, that's about half. I mean, yeah, you can measure it and everything, do what you want. This is just a rough idea to show you. And we'll put the decks in like that. Now, to space them apart, all I'm gonna do, let me just move that out of the way, is let me zoom the camera in for you all. So to make it look like the decks are split apart, I'm gonna get more plastic card like that. And there we go. Then stick this on like that. Oop. You make it to whatever width you want, and then do the same on top. Stick another piece. There we go. And then what we'll do is stick another deck on top of that, like so. Make sure it's all straight. And that gives us our deck that you can see through this side of the ship. And then I'll just do that again and again to fill up the actual side of the ship. So bear with me. Okay, there we have it. There's our decks. Now, I've just built them, so I'm going to take extra care with them. But there you go, gives you an idea as I drop them. So now we gotta simply, you see I put a little tab in there, right here, just to out the decks stick, and they will go in like so. That's basically our stern wreck. They might be a bit too long, but they can go in a bit farther. So I'll do this off camera just so I can get everything the right place, in the right place and everything. Okay guys, ready? There's the stern section as she is at the moment. So what we've done, obviously I've added the floors and everything like that. They are a little bit twisted, but that's okay because, you know, the wreck, you know, it's a wreck, so yeah. I had to use super duper duper glue to stick that just because I wanted a stronger bond so I could move it around more. It dries faster and I can show you more. I've also added a bit of deck on the top there, you can see. Another layer. That is one of the offcuts, and you see it's cut from the end now. So I do want to put some scrap bits of plastic on the end of that just to give the idea of, you know, the wreck. So let me zoom you guys in so you can see that. Like so. Just add bits of plastic. So I'm just going to add this piece on top here. I have damaged it up a bit just because, you know, we need to. That's okay. I might try and put another deck in there. Actually, let me just cut some plastic cards. Okay, so there we go. I've just fitted some bits of detail on top and everything. To be honest, some of it's moved. One of the cranes, I don't know if you can see that, it's a little bit burnt on the end. I tried melting it, nearly caught fire. That's the only crane I can see in the photos. I may have missed some, but there we go. You will know, and I know a lot of you will spot this, the engines are missing. I'm not doing the engines on this model. My choice, just because of the detail and everything, but I promise you it will be in the 1/400th. Okay, so let's grab our stern. There she is. She's gonna go something like that. That does look pretty good actually. This piece here that will go on the other side, like so. So we got to build the one side up a little bit more, which we'll be doing episode 5, the finale, getting this one finished. So what I'm going to do now is take the camera off the tripod and give you a close-up look. So yeah, it does look a little bit messed up like the real thing. And obviously we will be building the seabed up around it to make it fit in better. And there you go. So obviously this side will have this piece like that, and then the seabed will be built up around the props and everything as she is in real life. But I'm glad how the deck's turned out. Now she will actually be something like that when she's built up. I probably can cut a little bit into the polyfiller. I probably should have just put an entire layer of polystyrene down, but I never did. I don't know why. Okay, so I have just primered it up and put some PVA glue down. Now, hopefully, that should stick. We'll leave it for a couple of days now just to let the glue fully set. Probably 2 days just to get it all sorted and everything. I've used primer, which I've done with the bow section down there, just to finish it off. Now, obviously, in episode 5, we'll be finishing the diorama off, finishing details and everything like that, getting the seabed done around both the bow and stern, so they look placed in very nicely. And yeah, what we're doing now is end the video. Okay, so there we have it. The stern's actually gone very well. Let me just, there you go, give you an idea. We'll let the glue set and everything like that before we even start trying to build the seabed up around it. Still got my glove on, as you can see. I just held it by its rudder, primer like that. Gloves, very good for that. Don't need any more. So yeah, that is pretty much what we're doing in this, what we've done in this episode today. My first go at doing Titanic stern in a very small scale, so there's a lot of details missing. Obviously, I will tackle when I do the 1/400th, which should be great. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. One more episode to go and it should be completely finished. Then this one will be stored up for a while. If we can get some shows this year, model shows, I will be taking all my dioramas with me, all the Titanic ones as well, and a few other models. So this one will be going, and then I'll probably look at moving it on at the end of the year. But thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Any questions about the model, ideas for future models, please do let me know, and I will see you all very soon with episode 5. So bye for now.